this is the Oz report for August 12th, 2023, and let's start with the Plex and Plex-related items. I'm going to start with the Master-at-Arms Cerebral accelerators because we've been talking about them a lot. These have finally increased in price, and what this means is that now they're at a price point around, what do we have today? Around 96 million or so, where they're actually, for characters at 50 million SP and below, they're actually the same price as a large skill injector, meaning at that point, if you're at 50 million or under, then you are never going to use the Master-at-Arms Cerebral accelerator. You're always going to be using the large skill injector because it's immediate. What that means is that Master-at-Arms Cerebral accelerators are actually well priced right now. So I'm going to reiterate what I said 2 weeks ago. Now is the time to actually get rid of them. I know a lot of you have been stockpiling these because the market has been flooded because of retroactive recruited friend rewards. Now is the time where you can actually liquidate these. 96 million, you can see here on my screen if you're on the video version. I am liquidating these slowly because there's really no reason for these to be rising any higher, especially not at the supply that we're seeing right now. Large skill injectors are dropping quickly in price. That's another reason. You know, these are a substitute good for skill points for the cerebral accelerators, and arguably more convenient. These have to be dropping. I've been saying this for weeks and weeks and months. These have to be dropping because of the skill extractor prices. The skill extractor prices have recovered since that last massive sale, but as soon as we hit, last week 420, 430, people started massively liquidating these. I mean, on our server, on our Discord server, we had people selling thousands of skill extractors, and actually people jumping on these sales and buying them at that. So right now there's a lot of action going on in the market. There's a lot of profit grabbing going on. So, the price is already dropping again, and you can see that blue short-term trend crossing the midterm trend. So the 5-day moving average crossing the 20-day moving average. So we're actually have dropping skill extractor prices again. So what does that mean for you? This means that although the skill farming profit is dropping right now per account, we're not over 2 billion anymore. We're dropping down into the 1.7 billion range. Even though that profit is still there, we are seeing, or not even though the profit is still there, but that profit is still there. It's not as high as it used to be, but that profit is still there. And a lot of people have spun up these skill farms. And so we're still seeing a lot of skill injectors hitting the market, and we're going to continue to see that happening. So we're going to see large skill injector prices dropping more going forward. We're going to see skill extractors probably slowly recovering again, but much slower than we were expecting. Plus, we never know when the next sale is going to happen, so that could be another hurdle here to the price recovery of skill extractors. So don't hold on to skill injectors. I think it's time to sell them. I think it's time to sell cerebral accelerators as well, the Master-at-Arms ones, the expert ones anyway, because they're way overpriced. Skill extractors, still hold on to them. They're probably going to recover unless you're fine with the current profit, and then just roll with it and just sell, as some others have that have gotten cold feet. And Plex overall, Plex is so slowly rising again, which is interesting because we just had a huge Plex distribution to the player base over the last week. Plex not dropping over that, Plex increasing in price over that is a testament to the strength, really. So we're seeing sell prices approach 5 billion again, buy price around 4.8 million. Excuse me. And so we this is really a really a testament to how strong how strong the demand for Plex is. And sure, as Crota is saying in chat, yes, there was a very, very good 10-day Omega for 10 Plex deal. However, everyone already also got 25 Plex the week before. And so we didn't see a significant drop in price, even as the influx came. So a lot of people used that Plex to go Omega immediately. And now we're just seeing a slowly rising price. So, Plex holding strong until the next sale. Who knows when that is going to happen, right? So that's the Plex and Plex adjacent items. If we're looking at some of the other categories, let's look at just a few random items here that I've picked out. One, if we're looking at large supply drops, coolant almost sold out, right? Coolant used in fuel blocks. There are very, very few items left in the market, and the price is excellent. So if you make coolant or you have coolant lying around, then right now is a perfect time to sell coolant. If you're looking at things like the Core P, Core Pi, A-type small energy neutralizers, this is a very popular, very, very popular item with around 50 traded each day. There are not a lot left in the market. The current sell price is 78 million, which is quite high. The buy price is at 60 million. So not only is there a big gap here, but also if you look at the available items left, you can see there's some here at 80 million, but then it immediately jumps to 100 million. So there can be some action here. So if you're bored, make sure you go play that market. Let me show you some other items that are interesting. Caldari Navy Stasis Webifier. There are also here almost none left. If you look at the volume per day, about 50 to 100 of these are traded each day. Caldari Navy Stasis Webifier, right? There are probably only around 20 left on the market here in JITA. Also at very, very different prices. So you can see some interesting stuff here happening with the with the supply here. If you have Caldari Navy LP laying around, you have some of these laying around right now, is a very good time to cash in on these, because this is a popular item that the market is running out on. Let's see here, trending down. Noxium is interesting. Noxium has been all over the place. It's been on a huge rally. It's a basic mineral. The prices went over 1,000, even though it's dropped down quite significantly. Prices over 1,000 are still really great, especially because you've been able to buy this at 800, 900 over the last year or so. So a lot of people cashing in. That's why the price dropped a lot this week. But still, it's a good. It's a very, very good time to get rid of your Noxium stacks. Even the buy orders at 990 here. If this is one of the items that you bought because you were looking at basic minerals to invest in that were trading below 52-week average, as I tend to do with large amounts of ISK, then right now is a good time to sell them. Let's see here. Let's look at underpriced to wrap up this report. So if we're looking at very much underpriced, the Core X-Type Large Armor Repairer, popular Dead Space item, very much underpriced. I think you can't go wrong putting some buy orders for these out there. You're fairly surely going to be making some money in the mid to long term. Also, the Corellum B-Type 10MN afterburners, they've significantly dropped in price this week. Sell price right now at 240, buy price at 200 million. Again, very popular Dead Space items on the sell side and on the buy side right now. Really can't go wrong in investing into some of these. Typically, they do recover cyclically after a few weeks or months. So definitely go check those out. The Pith X-Type extra large shield boosters, they have been already recovering quite a bit, but I don't really see a big reason why this rally should stop. It's still, if you compare it to the 52-week average, it's still trading very, very low. And lastly, one thing I do want to mention is that the price for titanium, which is a raw moon material, has been dropping quite significantly. And you can see here that the previous support was around the 4,000 range. We're now buy price around 4.7, sell at 4.8, and you can buy significant volumes at 4.8. This was, trading easily at 6 to 7K over the last year several times. So, if you're looking for a long-term investment, titanium might be one place to look for right now. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Just a quick Oz report to come back. Next week we'll dive deeper into some of the raw material categories again. This was just a return from vacation report. We're going to return to the regular stream. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you guys next week.